Так, ну что, продолжаем. Так, тут что-то на время. Так. Тихо. Так. Вылечить. Да подождите.
A great victory for our clans.
Strange indeed. These walls are completely foreign to the styles of your own dwellings. Does this name that you gave the ruins mean anything in particular?
Yes. It means
Так, а сколько надо?
I would like to dig around a little on the side.
5.
We might be able to unearth clues as to who actually built them.
Так, ну может быть просто где-то здесь?
Over there. I think that man is still breathing. Let's make sure. You now have
Okay.
enough strength to return to the village. Find Arwand. He will take care of you.
Не понял, мне обратно? Зачем? Нет, это здесь. Или не здесь? Что-то я не понимаю. Это я не туда пришел. Королеву нашел. Там время тикает.
I beg of you, help me.
Still you dare to breathe. How can you hope that I am here to save you?
No,
What have you done with my mother?
pity, I beg of you. I don't want to die.
Then answer!
Siora. Stop. Look at yourself. You're acting like a beast.
A beast has far more majesty than these monsters who have traded their souls.
They have taken her. The queen. They took her.
Then she must still be alive. They would not have bothered to carry away a corpse.
She would have chosen death before capture. They must have wanted her alive.
Подожди, у меня еще там людей не же это.
If your mother is in the hands of Brit,
Да, что
they'd
такое?
have taken
Как? Где?
her to the closest camp.
Promise me that we will do everything we can to bring her back.
Не-не-не-не-не. Помочь всем выжившим. Мне 3 минуты. Что-то я не понимаю, где они.
Over there. I think that man is still
Где,
breathing.
где?
Let's make sure. You now have enough strength to return to the village. Find Arwand. He will take care of you.
Че двое? Двое, где их искать?
Over there. I think that man is still
Где,
there.
где?
Let's make sure.
4.
Now, return to the village. We must make sure that there are no more survivors.
Ну где еще, блин? Ага, он там.
Another warrior who survived. I do not think that
Ё,
we will
наконец-то.
find any more of them now. We healed them all, thanks to you.
Дружба,
They
репутация.
will always be soft beneath you.
А, даже не симпания. Так, чё? Так, обыскать руины. Древняя тайна, научная экспедиция. А, я запомнил, закончу. Погиб при исполнении, точно. Так, я думаю, наверное, вот эти вот. Так, а ну-ка с тобой поговорить.
Honor Manawi, do you need something?
The first time you saw me, did you really think I was a native?
Aside from the way you dress, you resemble a native. I have never seen an Onol Manawi amongst the Renaigse before. Is it so surprising that I made this mistake?
No, I understand. And I hope that this singular appearance makes me more attractive to you.
Perhaps if your difference wasn't merely physical, but your heart is evidently the heart of a Renaigse. Anything else?
I've never heard you talk about your father. Who was he?
He was the Donegad of our clan. He died many cycles ago, but this memory is still painful. So we usually avoid the subject.
What happened to him?
He was killed as he tried to escape the lions who wanted to capture him. My mother never really recovered from it. This is one of the reasons why she decided to go to war. Anything else?
Так, ну все.
I must leave you. See you later.
Так, чё, пойдем выполнять... Не, давай еще. Может, тут где-то пропустил. Мгм. Пойдем выполнять задание Курта и Васка. Тут нет ничего. Допы. Это. Я не могу спуститься. Почему? Это мне надо вот так обходить. А, вот есть лагерь. Не туды. А как мне туда попасть? Подожди. Сейчас.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Да возьми. Так, ага. Переместиться не могу. Почему? Да. А почему я не могу переместиться? Что за бред? Ни хрена себе там не бежать. Ладно, пойдем. Что там за время? Так, а где я? Кстати, да. Да, рассвет. А где это? Мой отряд, я не понимаю. Все, я один, я бегаю. Так. Что за херня? Меня кинули? А, вот.
Things are about to get dicey.
Так. Продолжаем.
Look, there are some images on these walls.
Let's get closer.
This is the first time I've seen these drawings so closely.
You've never come here. You certainly seem to know the place.
This site is sacred and taboo. Everyone knows where it is, but no one ever comes here. All these colors are so beautiful. I never would have imagined that they could create something so delicate.
Who are you talking about?
Of those who built these lodgings, that my ancestors vanquished in a past war.
You know who they were?
I only know the legend of the Kid and the Daiges.
I'm listening.
It is said our people lived peacefully until the men appeared from the sea, intent on making our lands their own. They dug great caverns into the earth, ripped down our forests, destroying everything in their wake. They were evil. The warriors killed so many people that even their own people came to fear them. Here they built a terrible city that spewed out clouds of cinder and death. Our kings and queens were desperate. They went to the heart of our island, and the island heard them. From the woods appeared the first guardian. He was taller than a city, and with each step it smashed a lodging. It was a guardian of Rat, and the city could not resist him. Since then, the earth answers our call for magic, and in exchange, we become all Manawi, in keeping with the pacts our kings and queens once made.
It is a very sad and terrible legend. I wonder who these people from the sea could have been. People from the continent, no doubt. Our Malachor might well be the cursed result of that war from another age. We have nothing more nor anyone else to find here. I must report all we've learned to Constantine.
А, это типа как продолжение было. А. Так. Угу.
On Manawi, my mother is still held in this outpost near Vegigidor. I must do everything I can to free her from the lion's claws. But you are already busy. We'll talk about it again once you have more time.
Угу.
Anything else?
Так, ну окей, пойдем Курту поможем потом. Потому что он был первый. Так, теперь я надеюсь, я могу телепортироваться отсюда нахрен. Так, давай в Сиору. О. Резиденция. Да. Так, подожди-ка, я ж тут понабирал всякого. И тут. Так, ну это нафиг не нужно. Блин, вот эти гербы, это что? Ох, нифига себе. Так, а можно как-то... Нельзя. Окей.
Must be with the other recruits in the barracks.
I had thought you a lone wolf with only our good friend in your pack. But
Так, а как
I
мне
was
поменять
mistaken.
отряд?
I am full of surprises, pretty she-wolf.
Эй, Так, ты нафиг. Да ты нафиг. Курт. Угу. А что на нем? А, на нем вот эти, да? Это двуручный меч? Двуручно. У меня тут где-то было. А. Она хуже. Ладно. Так, подожди. Шляпа. Окей. Так, Васко. Пистолет это... Бля, я продал один. Был пистолет. Ну, я могу ему дать. Нет, да? Ладно. Короче, пошли. О, ты смотри, сундук восстановился. Ага. Так, доп. Задания погиб при исполнении. Отслеживать. Это что? А. Так. Что такое? Что, Васка? Ой, да я это в курсе. Угу. То есть сундуки восстанавливаются, но не сразу, спустя какое-то время.
Good day, soldiers.
Your Excellency.
Yeah.
Captain?
Soldiers, may we be of service? I'm looking for the soldier, Rayner. Is he in the barracks?
I never heard that name before, Captain.
Never heard the name, Captain.
That's strange. I'm certain he was sent here.
Maybe he's been moved since then. When was the last time you'd heard news of him?
In Serene, just before our departure. But that's been a couple of months.
If I may, Captain, should I have a word with the quartermaster?
That's right, Captain. He has a register with the affectations of every recruit in the Blue-Silver Regiment. Anything else, Excellency?
That will be all.
At ease, soldiers.
Кем?
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you? I've been looking for one of my recruits. Goes by the name of Rayner. I would like for His Excellency to meet him.
Rayner? I'm sorry, Kurt. I thought you'd been informed.
Informed about what?
He is dead. He was found, drowned.
Позавчера.
The day before yesterday.
По-любому
He's told he
утопили.
had too much to drink and fell in. I'm extremely sorry, Kurt. The young men drink more.
Да, ну, это бред.
That's bollocks. That lad isn't the sort to sully himself with drink. I don't believe it.
People change. When they're far from home, the lads have little else to do.
I still don't believe it.
Listen, you might as well go and ask the doctor down in the morgue. I might have misunderstood what was reported to me. Those doctors use such long words for simple things.
Excellent idea. At least now you'll see it for yourself.
You're right. Let's go.
Is there anything else?
No,
Так.
thank you.
Морг. Подожди, морг здесь? Где? Какая большая. По идее... А, да, он должен быть ниже. Рись. Девайс. В доспехах отжиматься это, конечно, жесть. Где лестница вниз, ёшкин кот? Что-то я не въезжаю, подождите. Так. О. Внезапно. Что мы тут делаем? Так, ты кто?
Well now, a visit. Can I help you with something?
We are here concerning the matter of recruit Rayner.
Are you family or friends?
You could say that. I'm the one who recruited the lad.
I see. Well, what I can do is tell you what I can.
Can you tell me anything about the circumstances?
All I know is what I was told by the fellows who brought the body to me. They said they'd spent the evening together at the tavern, that they'd had a great deal to drink. A horrid habit the soldiers all seemed to share.
Rayner was not a drinker.
Maybe not. All the same, he was drinking that night. He stepped outside for a moment and never came back in. His companions found him drowned in the bay early morn, and they brought him to me.
How then did he die, in your opinion?
He drowned. I'm sorry. It's regrettable. He was quite a young man.
Yeah, and his death makes no sense. He didn't drink, and he knew how to swim.
All the same, that's what happened. I greatly regret it.
When was the body brought to you?
Day before yesterday, in the early morning.
Might we take a look at the body?
No, I wouldn't recommend that. To see your friend in such a state.
I'm a soldier, Doc. I've seen a number of men in pieces. Let me see the young lad.
I regret, Captain, I cannot allow that.
I have as of yet to present myself. I'm Sir de Sarde, legate of the Congregation of Merchants on Tir-Fradi. And as the title infers, I have the power to inspect this barracks and all that it contains. Therefore, I must insist.
I see. 1,000 pardons, Excellency. I should have recognized you and shown more respect. It's the body in the middle. Examine him if you must. But please be so kind as to not leave a mess after you.
Ты же должен был вскрытие сделать. Это...
This doesn't look like the body of young Rayner. This doesn't look like the body of young Rayner.
Да вы гоните, у меня нет такого навыка. Есть.
It's just a boy. His face is still locked in an expression of pain. Kurt, is this your...
А, там наука 2 я мог что-то сделать, да, получается?
Poor kid. I should have left him with his family where he was.
If you want to learn more, we'll need to examine the body. Is that all right?
He's not the first young man I've seen with the lights gone from his eyes. Go on.
I'm no doctor, but this boy doesn't seem to have drowned at all. It looks like he's been beaten. It's suspicious.
The boy I knew would never have drunk himself senseless to the point he'd fall into the bay, I'm telling you.
I believe you, Kurt. But if we want to prove it, we'll need to find more evidence.
Найти доказательства лжи. Тело молодого мужчины не старше 20 лет. По всему телу имеются гематомы, некоторые из них свежие. Кости предплечья сломаны, на руках ссадины. Сломано несколько ребер. Череп проломлен, что, по-видимому, и послужило причиной смерти. Ах уж падла! Ах уж гад! Медицинский работник. Так, где ты? Чурва?
Excuse me, Doctor, but you owe us a few explanations. This boy did not die by drowning.
It is absolutely the cause of death, I assure
Ты
you.
написал другое.
The science of death is a complex art, and you are certainly not a doctor.
That is true, but you are. Do you recognize your own notes? Your writing is hard to read, but the word drowning never appears.
What an idiot. I should have burned those notes. I am truly sorry. I swear I have never, ever falsified a report before. But I was given no choice in the matter.
How's that? What are you talking about?
Two men, lieutenants, I believe, brought a body to me telling me the boy had drowned in an accident. I saw immediately this was a lie, but I did not push the matter. I began my examination, planning to submit my report to the quartermaster as per usual. But the men returned. I was told to forget what I'd discovered and say that he had indeed drowned.
Так, пойдем этих лейтенантов
Or
искать.
else.
Who were they?
Кто
I
это
have no
был?
idea. I had never seen them before at the barracks. I guessed their rank by their uniforms.
What colours were they sporting?
None. They must have removed the emblems of their regiment. Listen, it's obvious that this boy was beaten repetitively, and that was the cause of death. I have no intention of suffering the same fate.
Have no fear, Doctor. We will make no mention of your name.
My condolences, Kurt. I'm truly sorry. I know the pain of losing a crew member.
Thank you, Vasco.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
We have a situation, Manfred. Rayner didn't drown. The doctor falsified his report. He was threatened and feared for...
Мы его не выдадим.
You have to be pulling me leg. Who bullied the crow face?
Lieutenants that he didn't recognize, alas, and who wore no regiment.
И сразу же его выдали.
Which regiment was Rayner assigned to? I would like to have a word with his commanding officer.
Let me have a look at the register. My memory isn't what it once was. Stab my heart with a rusty blade. His name's been crossed out. Oh, if I catch the bastard that did that.
What mess was the boy into, Manfred? What could this be about?
Your lad was in the 6th or maybe the 11th before being reassigned to who knows where.
Just like that? You out of everyone have to know where the recruits are assigned.
Not of late. This isn't the first lad who's been reassigned all of a sudden at the drop of a hat. Each time I start complaining about it, I'm told they've changed regiments. And it's not my concern.
Something truly bizarre.
Да
is
тут
going on.
интриги, блин, сраные.
I don't like this at all.
Let's try and discover which company he was stationed at before this mysterious reassignment.
Is there anything else?
Так, окей.
No, thank you.
I need to get to the bottom of this mystery, Greenblood. I don't like being taken for a fool. Even if the lieutenants weren't stationed at these barracks, someone here must know where Rayner was assigned.
We should also
Так, подожди, это что?
Men on leave will perhaps have looser lips than those within the walls.
Верхний этаж, ага. Это внизу, это здесь, это что? Либо он стал свидетелем, блин, либо... Лейтенант.
Good day, Lieutenant.
Excellency, what's your pleasure?
To where are you assigned?
The 6th Company is in charge of exploration and expansion of the colony of the Congregation of Merchants on the island. We operate mainly in the wilderness areas, in direct contact with the natives. But don't worry, we respect to the letter congregation directives and standing orders. We avoid all confrontation with them as much as possible. Anything else?
What company do you serve?
The 6th, Excellency. Anything else?
We're investigating the death of Rayner, a young recruit. Do you know anything about it?
Sorry, Your Excellency. That name doesn't ring a bell. And I know nothing about her death.
That's truly a pity.
А я снял? Так, я не понимаю, что за хрень? Почему я бегаю в зеленке? Так.
Lieutenant,
Excellency, can I help you?
what company do you serve, Lieutenant?
The 8th Company, Excellency. Excellency,
Where are you assigned?
my company, the 8th Company, is responsible for city and palace security. A capital assignment. As for myself, I'm essentially in charge of training and managing the recruits. We have quite a few here. The youngsters are attracted to the dream of Tir-Fradi. And believe me, if we want them to live up to their duties, there's no time to dally. Excellency,
We are investigating the death of a young recruit named Rayner. Do you know anything about the matter?
no, sorry, Your Excellency. That name is completely foreign to me. And I pride myself on knowing the names of all my recruits. As a matter of fact, they were all present at roll call.
Lieutenant, the lad that we're talking about was one of my own recruits. Someone pretended that he drowned himself, while in truth he'd been severely beaten to death. Assassinated. You more than anyone should understand what I'm feeling, so if you have anything else to say...
My condolences, Captain. I understand, and I'm sorry. I don't really know much about this affair. I've just heard people talking, and I know that it's frowned upon to broach the subject, especially with people on the outside.
What happens in the Guard concerns only the Guard, I know that. But I'm not sure myself.
Is that right? All I can tell you is that Rayner isn't the first to vanish from his company. Other youths, the most promising among us, are regularly reassigned. I don't know where they've gone, nor what they do. But we never see them again. That's all I can tell you. Now leave me in peace.
Интересненько. Так, два еще. 11. Блин, где тут спуск? Так. Не понимать.
Hello, officer.
Excellency, can I do something for you?
Could you tell me which company you serve?
The 11th, Excellency. Anything else?
What's your assignment?
The 11th is assigned to road and outpost security for the congregation on the island. As for me, I'm responsible for the training of recruits and the patrol duty roster. Anything else?
We are concerned about the death of a young recruit named Rayner. Have you heard anyone talking?
Sorry, Your Excellency. I'm not in a
Почему?
position to answer that.
Why's that?
It's just that, I don't remember that name. That's all. Sorry, Captain. Anything else?
Thank you, Lieutenant. Farewell.
Так, в таверну, да? Забавно, таверна находится в одном и том же здании, что ли? Так. И чё?
Good day, soldier.
Good day, my lord.
De Sarde, legate of the congregation on Tir-Fradi.
Captain Kurt.
Oh, excuse me, Excellency. I didn't know. Captain, I truly am sorry. At your service, my lord. Excellency.
Since you know who we are, present yourself, soldier.
Yes, sir. Recruit 2nd Class Ulrich, Blue Silver Regiment, 11th Company. At your service. Anything else?
You don't quite look like you've got the hang of all this. How long have you been in?
Is it that obvious?
It's quite normal for a new recruit.
I joined up 4 months ago. But at the beginning, we were on board ship, you see. I don't know if that really counts. I started exercises when we got to New Serene. But I'm making progress, they say.
And do you like it here?
I sure do. That's why I joined the Guard. To come here, to leave the continent. Know what I mean?
I do.
Anything else?
Here, you seem tired and a little on edge. A drink would do you some good.
It's just that I don't know if I'm allowed.
You're on leave, or you wouldn't be at the tavern. Then why not?
Yes, but this is His Excellency's own bottle. I don't know if I can.
Drink, I tell you.
Now then, why don't you tell us what you know about Rayner?
Well, I didn't serve with him. Well, not really. We just crossed paths. He was leaving the 11th when I joined. Everyone said he was good, strong, and, followed orders. And then, poof. Lieutenant got this order, and he wasn't happy. And I mean really quite unhappy.
11-й батальон.
He
Ага.
was gone. We never saw him again. We asked where he'd been sent, but the lieutenant didn't want to tell us. Said that it was none of our business. But you, he won't be able to say no to you. You should go and offer him a drink too.
Where can we find your lieutenant?
At the barracks.
Thank you. And watch yourself when leaving. Wouldn't want you to fall into the bay. That will be all, soldier. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Так, козел.
Hello, officer.
Excellency, can I do something for you?
Are you sure that you can't help us? Something terrible has befallen the poor boy.
Let's be perfectly straight. We know that Rayner belonged to your company. And as the acting lieutenant instructor, you certainly had him under your command. So just stop with the lies. We've lost enough time here.
You know what they say? Guard business is well guarded.
And concerns only the guard. Now, unless you've lost your eyesight, you've a captain in front of you.
I know. But this story is dangerous, Captain.
If you have so much as an ounce of respect for the boy, speak to us. Don't you believe he deserves justice?
Yes, of course. But you have no idea what's been going on here. If word got round that I've been talking...
Мы тебя не выдадим.
Sundown, when there's fewer folk.
Very well. We'll be back.
Anything else?
Thank you, Lieutenant. Farewell.
Your crew has the scurvy, Kurt, and they're dying from fear.
I must agree, sailor. And I don't like it one bit.
Дождаться темноты. О, у меня бренди было. А сколько сейчас времени? Можно по городу побегать, кстати, сундучки пособирать. Или пойти... Где она? Тихо. Блин, как мне все-таки неудобно. Прямо налево или направо? Сюда вроде. Тихо. Это мое? Да. Так. Ночь или закат? Давай закат. Дождаться темноты. Закат является темнотой? Он в разговоре говорил, приходите на закате. Ёшкин кот. Так, сколько у меня уже? 38. Это считается? Тут никого нет, кстати.
Hello, officer. Excellency, can I do something for you?
Блин.
Are you sure that you can't help us? Let's be perfectly straight. And as the acting lieutenant, so just stop.
You know what they say?
Unconcerned. If you have so, don't you believe he?
Yes. Rayner was indeed a member.
Continue.
One morning, I got a note
Yeah,
telling me he'd been transferred from my company. He'd received a new assignment. I was so furious that I did my own little investigation to see where he'd been sent. Wasn't easy. No one wanted to give me answers. No one seemed to know anything. But one thing's for certain. Rayner wasn't the only man to have disappeared. I learned that a good many recruits, all the cream of the crop, had been reassigned. And finally, I learned about the existence of a phantom regiment.
What sort of nonsense are you talking about?
A sort of secret, elite company that were following a special training program.
Where can we find them?
I've no idea. I had to put my investigation to rest. Things were getting dangerous. I began to sense I was being watched. This regiment protects its secrets at all costs with few scruples. If you want to know more, the training officer of the 6th might know something. It's been said that he took part in one of their missions alongside them.
Это который толстый?
You've nothing more to tell me about this infamous secret regiment.
I've told you everything.
Блин, я не дождался темноты.
Like Rayner, Excellency. Go and see the officer of the 6th if you want to learn more. And leave me alone now. Anything else?
Черт, ты ж говорил, что этот...
Are you certain you've nothing more to tell me about this?
Закат. Я пришел на закате.
I've told you everything I know, at the risk of ending up like Rayner, Excellency. Go and see the officer of the 6th if you want to learn more.
Окей.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Закат — это не темнота, да? Окей. Так, мы тут драться будем, нет?
Good day, Lieutenant.
Excellency, what's your pleasure?
Tell me about the Phantom Regiment.
About what? I have no idea what you're talking about, Your Excellency.
I do know that it's frowned upon.
100 золотых, охренеть.
Delve into the matter, but I'm curious by nature. So considering the risk you'd be taking to tell me what you might know, I'm in a favorable disposition to offer you compensation.
That's a handsome sum. That might allow me to distance myself from this nest of vipers for a time. Very well. I've seen the regiment. Even fought beside them on an operation. On that occasion, our marching orders were kept secret until the last minute. We were asked to remove our regiment emblems, and our pay wasn't even recorded. And of course, we were ordered to speak to no one about it under any circumstances. I hope you realize the risk I'm taking, talking to you about all this.
Have no fear. We understand. What was this operation?
An attack. A lightning strike.
По каравану мостового Альянс.
Marvelous. A company that behaves like back-alley bandits.
I know. It really shakes up the honor code. The regiment is made up of young recruits, carefully chosen. Only the best make it through. The training is extremely arduous. And my guess is that Rayner isn't the only one who's died from it. I know that they set up camp just outside the city, where the men live and train. But I'd be at a loss to tell you precisely where it's found. Sorry, Captain.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
This story is making me sick. Poor Rayner. If I'd have known, I'd never have recruited him.
I'm sorry, Kurt.
This isn't your doing. But these filthy phantoms, or whatever they are gonna have to settle the debt. Believe me.
You do realize that your own commander is certainly involved in this on some level.
Да, стопудово.
Outright clandestine operations could not have taken place without his approval.
That he's aware of the existence of the regiment, there is no doubt. That he approves of what they're doing. It wouldn't be the first head that didn't know what his hands were up to.
What do you wish to do now?
I'm gonna find the location of this camp. I have a few friends that can certainly help us. And when I know where to smoke out these bastards, I'll go and have a few fiery words. If you were of a mind to accompany me, 2 of us would not be too many to make sure they settle their
Пошли.
debts.
Let me know when you discover where they are to be found.
You can count on me.
О, симпатия. Ништяк. Дождаться, пока Курт соберет сведения о призрачном полке. 5 часов 52 минуты. Так, давай-ка выйдем отсюда сначала. Где тут выход? МММ. Блин, мне очень не нравится, что здесь нельзя нормально промотать время. Это реально просто бесит. Я где? Чья-то комната. Вообще, короче, нужен это синий шмот. Синий шмот. А, вот. Ладно. Как-то так.